Assalamu alaikum. Have a good day. Welcome to Financial Management eLearning. We are going to discuss business ethics, corporate governance, and business law. We are in domain comparison of English law with alternative legal system. Today, we will discuss elements of Sharia law, including source of Sharia law, and the 5 pillars of Islam, and the benefits of international regulation, performance, and professional practice through the work of key bodies like IFAC, ISO, and FEA. Sharia law is a form of religious law. It is based on Islamic law, and the rules are taken from the Quran, the holy book of Muslims. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the last messenger of Allah. So Sharia law is not just a legal system, but a complete set of instructions and how to conduct oneself in life. Source of Sharia law. The primary source of Sharia law are the Quran and the Sunnah. So the primary sources of Sharia law are the Quran and the Sunnah. The Quran was revealed in the stage of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, throughout his life and completed together after his death. It is seen as the direct word of the Almighty Allah, given to man, and therefore cannot be altered. It is the up to the just in the interpreter, the Sharia law, as how it should be. Judges in Sharia law, a religious person known as imams, rather than non-religious individuals. The Sunnah, the saying the interpretation of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, known as the Hadith. The judges who were practicing Muslims have had great influences in the interpretation of the law over the time, and therefore similar to the faith-based legal systems. So Sharia law has 5 distinct areas within the family law, financial and commercial transactions, pension, welfare, penal punishment, obligation related to the food and drinks, such as the consumption of the bleached food, halal food only. The terms of Sharia law, taqlid. This is the school of thought that the law does not need any further interpretation and adaptation to modern society. The traditions and original interpretation should remain unchanged. Because Islamic jurisprudence, this is the school of thought that the law does need further intellectual expertise made on reinterpretation in the light of the changing world. Ittihad. This is the process used to assess fiqh. It can only be carried out by a qualified person and cannot be used for a certain matter, such as the existence of a law. Sharia law has been adopted by countries like Pakistan, Iran, and Iraq. Elements of Sharia law. Islamic law is known as Sharia law. Islamic law is known as Sharia law, and Sharia means the path of the full God's law. Sharia law is holistic or electric in the approach to guide the individual in most daily matters. Sharia law control, rules and regulation, all public and private behavior. It has a regulation for the personal hygienic, diet, sexual conduct, and element of the child ringing. It also prescribes specific rules for prayers, fasting, giving to the poor, and many other religious matters. Civil law and common law primarily focus on public behavior, but both to regulate some private matter. Sharia law can also be used to large situation that guides the individual's behavior. Sharia law, a several source from which to draw its guiding principle, it does not rely upon one source for its broad knowledge base, source for its broad knowledge base. So it does not rely upon one source for its broad knowledge base. The first and primary element of Sharia law is the Quran, the final arbitrator, and there is no other appeal. The second element of Sharia law is known as the Sunnah. The third element of Sharia law is known as the Ijma. The cases are the fourth element of the Sharia law. The fifth element of Sharia law is very broad and all in comparison. The secondary body of knowledge may be idle, contained in the other written words. New treatment and example of the idea of information, the legal discourses based upon civil law or common law may be another example. All information can be examined for logic and reasons to see if it appeals to the current case. The five pillars of Islam. The five pillars of Islam are the basic framework for the Muslim way of life and serve as a foundation of their faith, their community, and work. Shahada, the first pillar of Islam, is the acceptance of one Allah and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is a formal declaration of faith, where the Muslim process there is only one Allah and Muhammad was Allah's messenger or prophet. The statement is usually recited during the daily prayers, and it is a key part of the person's formal conversion to the Islamic faith. The second pillar of Islam is the necessity of prayer 5 times each day. Almsgiving or charity to the Husni deed is the third pillar of Islam. It is considered to be the personal responsibility of all who have to give those who have not, and to his economic hardship, inequality, and suffering. The fourth pillar of Islam is ritual fasting, where the adherents of Islam denies himself food and water during certain times for the year and certain times of the day. The final pillar of Islam is Hajj, a pilgrimage to Makkah. So the 5 pillars of Islam are actually the duties that every Muslim is expected to perform, and are Shahadat, the profession of faith, Salat, to pray 5 times a day, Zakat, to give to charity, Swam, to fast during Ramadan, Hajj, to take part in a pilgrims to Makkah. So it is the 5 pillars of Islam. Look, it is the 5 pillars: faith, prayer, fasting, almsgiving, and pilgrim. Now, the Bangladesh legal system, because we read the other countries' legal system, so as a Bangladeshi, as a Bengali, we have to know the legal system of Bangladesh. The law of Bangladesh is primarily in the accordance with the English legal system, although since 1947, the legal scenario where the laws of Bangladesh have drafted part for the West wing the difference of the socio-culture, values and religious guidance. The People's Republic of Bangladesh, the Gano Prozatantri Bangladesh, is a seventh country of the South Asia. The legal system of the country is a mixed legal system of mostly English common law and Islamic law. So Bangladesh became an independent and sovereign nation on December 16, 1971. Bangladesh court model based on the British model. The Supreme Court served as the guidance of the Constitution and enforce the fundamental rights of citizens. It consists of Chief Justice and a number of other judges, all appointed by the President. Please download this sheet from my Google Drive and read it. According to Bangladesh Code of 2007, there are 957 laws in Bangladesh, of which 366 are pre-independence laws and 633 have been made after the independence. According to Bangladesh legislation, law means any act, ordinance, order, regulation, bylaw, notification, or other legal instrument and any custom or use having the force of law. So fundamental right in Bangladesh, the Bangladesh people have 23 fundamental rights under the constitutions of Bangladesh. Part 3, Articles 26 to 47 A, and the fundamental rights of Bangladesh under the laws in control. It is the total 23 fundamental rights as given us by the constitutions of Bangladesh. Okay, read it please. And the judiciary of Bangladesh, if you see the judiciary system of Bangladesh is that the Supreme Court, Sovereign Court, tribunal, and the Supreme with the two part, the appellate division and the High Court division, and it has the civil code and criminal code. It is the Bangladesh 1971 till now. It is the Bangladesh in Bangladesh period 1971 till now is the judiciary of Bangladesh. So if we see here the Supreme Court, High Court Division, here 82 judges, and Appellate Division, High Court Chief Justice, and 7 judges, and the Civil Court of district level, Criminal Courts of metropolitan area, and district level, a special court. This is segregated. The Supreme Court is everything is just studied, just read it. And now the benefit of international regulation for the commons of the professional practice through the work of the key bodies like IFAC, ISO, FEE, the International Federation of Accounting. We know, as in we accounting, we know that IFAC is the global organization for the accountancy profession, dedicated to serving the public interest by the strengthening the profession and contributing the development of the strong international economy. So IFAC is companies in the over 175 members and associated with the 130 countries, jurisdiction representing the approximate 2.84 million accountant in public practice, education, government service, industry, and commons. So IFAC is a contributor that develop the high quality standard and guidance, facilitate the adoption, the implementation of the high quality standard and guidance, contributing to the developing the strong professional accountancy organization and accounting firm and to high quality practices by professional accountants and promoting the value of the professional accountant worldwide is speaking out of the public interest. The IFAC is serving for the global accountancy profession, be recognized as a valued leader in the developing a strong and sustainable organization, financial market and economic. And in our country, Bangladesh, we have two separate institute, ICAB, Institute of Chartered Accountant of Bangladesh, and Institute of Cost and Management Account Bangladesh. both institutes are the member of IFAC, professional accountant. International Organization for Standardization, so benefit of the ISO. The international standards bring technological, economical, and socio benefit. They help the harmonize technical specification of products and service, making industry more efficient and breaking down, bringing to the international trade. Comfortability to the international standards help measures to consumers that the product are safe, efficient, and good for the environment. Benefits of include cost saving, enhanced customers satisfaction, access in new markets, and increases market share. Environmental benefits also include through the ISO. So business also known from taking the part of the standard development process. And if you see the Federation of European Accountants, FEE, is the voice of the European accountancy profession towards the EU institution and other international organizations. So, FEE's objective include analyzing and contributing to the professional, regulatory, and public policy development for the relevant to the profession, ensuring members' body timely influence information and offering timely information and offering leadership to the representing the profession. The FEE also prompt cooperation between the members' bodies in representing the European accountancy profession. FEE recognize the public interest. Objective is advancing the interest of the European accountancy profession, promoting cooperation among the members, identify, analyze, and contribute the relevant public policy developments and making presentation to EU institutions and international organizations. So pursuing this objective, FEE use and freedoms of the European Union. So today we discuss the Sharia law. It is the form of religious law. It is based on the Islamic law. And the source of Sharia laws is primary source of Sharia law are the Quran and the Sunnah. And the Sharia law have 5 distinct area. And key element of Sharia law, that means also 5 pillars of Islamic law, is the Shahadat, Salat, Zakat, Sawam, and Hajj. And also we discuss the legal system in Bangladesh. So a legal system means Bangladesh. Judiciary of Bangladesh consists of the Supreme Court, Sovereign Court, and Tribunal. And also we discuss benefits of international regulation of commons and professional practices through the work for the bodies IFAC, ISO, and FE. So it's all today. So today we discuss the element of Sharia law, including source of Sharia law and the 5 pillars of Islam, and the benefits of international regulation for governments and professional practice through the work of key bodies, etc. IFAC, ISO, FE. So inshallah, we'll meet with you with my next module and next domain of this business ethics, corporate governance, and business law. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.